Yeah, one thing I've learned about brain development when you're getting older is your upbringing makes a big difference. And how about your ambitions when you were born? You have certain dreams when you're born, and then there becomes certain obstacles, and if you cross those obstacles or whatnot, or you learn how to get past those obstacles, um, will determine how your brain ends up growing during the period of time when you're alive. My body is a certain shape because of my lifestyle. I have a weird body shape compared to many other humans. And then other people have a certain body shape. But guess what? We still tend to have the same sort of characteristic. But my body shape tended to form a certain way, and my brain as well. I don't have the largest brain, but it's a fair size. Um, my body grew a certain way, and my brain has certain systematic features that it's developed to go with my personality or the way that I've earned money or provided things like food and things. And as you go and adapt, it develops more features. Kind of like how Microsoft would develop features for your Xbox or something. That's a big system. And I've got to know it. I want to get to know it better, but I feel like we've gotten to know it. I've gotten to know it pretty good, and I'm still not nearly completely in control of it the way I should be. I'm in control of it as much to be as a human, but I'm thinking like mastering. No, not music mastering, mastering the mind. And that's one thing a lot of people do when they go to college is master their minds. And I always couldn't wrap my mind around that. I couldn't wrap my mind around mastering thought and processing. It's an energy thing. You only want to learn so much. And I had a concentration. You learn so much about one thing, you weren't learn so much about the other. It's fun to learn when you're young. Learn a little bit here, learn a little bit there, a little like snacks, but information. Then those snacks all compiled together and to become the fundamentals in which I needed to get to this point in understanding. But there was a lot lacking in between, almost like cracks in the sidewalk. But most of the time, I feel like that guy with the gears in his hand or in his head. Sorry, but I got memory issues, and to a certain extent, I do, and I have repetitive issues because of those memory issues. Sometimes I have a speech impediment due to I don't know either it has to do with if I'm tired, I don't have the energy to pronounce, and many things like that. Masterminding. A lot of things have helped me mastermind from, I don't know, Rick Ross's mastermind music thing. Mastermind toys. Toys are a good thing to exercise your brain. Tired of everything else, but that toy lights you up when you take a look at it and toy with it. Yeah, toys can be, you can have toys as an adult. They make adult toys. But that's one thing for a certain time. Right now, I would not be in the mood for a game like Mastermind, the classic code crack. But there's certain times you got significant amount of energy. You might be with some friends. But that's one thing is water gives me more energy. I love water. I would like to sit and play Mastermind with some friends and drink water together. Maybe do some other things, but generally water, not alcohol. That's the best for masterminding is water. And actually no other things. Yeah, you have your food and your solids, but no other mind altering substances either. You can maximize your mind altered thinking. And I've had a plenty amount of mind altered thinking, whether it be my thinking on alcohol or my thinking on other drugs like marijuana, and I've had cigarettes and I've had the other ones because I wanted to alter my mind to do thinking because I always outputted in some way my thinking. Outputting your thinking. What's that do? What is that? That's when you put your thoughts into action. One thing that is a great way to do that is a tool. Well, they used to do it by putting their hammer to the nail and building things. And they still do. But I figured that one out from the get-go, and I knew, well, I hate getting up off my butt and doing those things, and that didn't make money to me. Money, like, it just didn't make sense. So I found this other tool that they had created back in the 1960s and before and whatever, called the computer. And you could sit on it, and you could do almost anything. It felt like it's its own world, and I still am not out of it. So I've gotten away from her. I've gotten away from it, the net, the internet, and all that, and the computer quite a bit. But you can get lost in it. There's so much to do in it. You could be on it, through it, for the time you're born all the way until the time you die. There's so much stuff to do about it. You could never go to sleep, and still there'd be something new to do on the computer. Like for the entire existence of your life, you could be sitting there. Some people say, no, you get tired of it. No, you get tired of it and go sleep, but you'll be back on your computer to do something. Endless possibilities. But what happened was I just started learning about computers, and I was more of a user interface guy. I didn't start at DOS or anything like that, but I learned Batch and things when I was a kid. That's CMD, like command prompt. And I coded a couple things in Batch when I was a kid or whatever, or scripted or whatnot. And that was very, very fun. I learned about the operating system, the OS, what helps you even do the browsing, which is just when you go on the internet and you connect to websites, or go on websites or load websites from throughout the internet, which is a connected network throughout the entire world of computers and servers that host things. Whether I contact you and we start a video call and it's hosting our voice to each other. Well, I learned a dang lot about it, and I even had computer classes here and there, and typing was a thing in school, but I already knew how to type at home. But I always anticipated maybe going to business school. But I learned it all on the internet. Everything's on there. It really comes down to you. Everything's there. The money's there to be claimed. Like we were talking about the Federal Reserve earlier. Yeah, they got it there and they're protecting it. And it's basically like a race, not a race, because you can do it slow. They tell me not to say a race, and I try to tell myself, don't say race, because you don't want to rush people to where they're overly aggressive. We don't like aggression. I don't like aggression either, especially when you're talking about property, you know. But it's there. We have enough. There's enough. When I say we, because I am under the government, so I say we, because the government is a thing that I feel like is together with me, because I've been together with it. But not only the Federal Reserve, but Canada also, every country has their own reserves and whatnot, and it's there, and so do people, so do companies, and it's there to be made. And how do you make it? Well, you have to work for it in some way to get paid. This is a job. You're watching me. I'm not live right now. This is a pre-recorded event. So I'm off doing something else right now, and you're watching me here. But this may be a long time past, and I'm earning money from this and other things like that. That's how you make money with the entertainment. So I'm not doing anything anyway, so I'm like, hop on. Let's make some money. But it's there to earn if you want it.